Have you ever pondered where you were before physical form? Many ponder where they will be after the transition from physical to non-physical, transitioning into the heavens, if you will. But have you truly ever pondered who you were before physical form? Before the family that you came into? Before the place of Mother Earth that you came into? Most would agree that it is sort of residing in the same place as ones go after physical form, but so often not truly pondered. For there are many different beliefs from physical to non-physical, and understandably so. Have you ever pondered what the purpose is to come forth into physical form? Many will say, I have no idea what I'm doing here. I have no idea. I have no idea what I'm doing here. Not feeling the sense of purpose, not feeling the sense of oneness, not understanding that one came in as a miracle. A miracle. In the oneness, in the wholeness, sharing higher consciousness. We often say, you are a miracle creating miracles. And we often share that you are the creator of your creations. And we also share that you are a creation of divine creations, part and piece of the whole. Ones come forth to create. Ones come forth to find the pathway of one's truest essence of who they are if they go on the search. So, where were you before physical form? Many would agree that ones are light, in a place held with such love. When ones think about the universe or the heavens, we are being mindful with our words, we're being very gentle with our words. When ones think about heaven, ones often will think that it is loving light, a place so pure, filled with all wonderful experiences or just peacefulness, a place where ones reside in peace, a place where ones transition right into the light. Now, would ones ponder if this is the same place ones are before they arrive? It is an interesting ponder, because ones will feel that when one transitions from physical to non-physical, one transitions into the heavens. Whatever wording you wish to use. Now, there are some that believe there are not any heavens. There are some that believe that there is only hell, if you will. So there are many different belief systems in place as to what takes place, transpires, when one leaves physical form. Most would agree that the soul, if you will, leaves the physical body. And then the soul, most would agree, they feel that One's go forth up into the vastness. Perhaps to one's the vastness is the sky, that is the heavens. Into infinite, into eternal light. So where were you before you arrived? Interesting question to ponder. So if one's have the sense, if you will, that one's transition into the purest sense of love, that one's become one with divine creations after physical form, then would it hold true that one is divine creations before entering physical form? That one is loving light before physical form? And we speak about higher consciousness. We speak about compassion. We speak about kindness and love. Love, compassion, and kindness towards oneself. Love, compassion, and kindness towards others. Love, compassion, and kindness towards Mother Earth. And we always speak in that language, for we want ones to understand that higher consciousness is having a compassion so grand, it is only love. It is only in the purest sense of love. Higher consciousness. Would ones agree that if ones are loving light after they depart Mother Earth, would ones agree that they are loving light upon entering Mother Earth? And if that holds true, then where does the loving light go? For each soul intuitively understands that it is part of who they are. That is why ones will say the soul. The soul leaves physical form. The soul extends into the heavens, and the physical body rests upon Mother Earth. So if one is loving light before the grand arrival, and one is loving light, we want to say, departing from, why would ones not display the loving light held within? Why would ones not come forth with the greatest sense of self-worth? The greatest sense of knowing one is a miracle, creating miracles. Isn't it astounding? Ones intuitively know it is held deep within, and yet find not difficult, but not often finding the space to bring it forth, or bringing forth compassion and kindness, but to a degree. Self-condemnation, unkind words towards oneself, one's physical being. And if one could see the divine in the creation itself, would one condemn oneself? It seems absurd to condemn a creation of divine creations. But ones tend to do it more often. We want to say than they should, but it should never have happened. It shouldn't happen in the first place. You are loving light. The purpose that one is presented, if you will, or what one wants to experience, is bringing forth the magnificent, loving light, going upon the treasure hunt, if you will, seeking deep within to bring forth, to expand forth. Have you ever seen one so joyous you can see their light coming from within, extended forth? You can see the light in one's eyes. That is why the expression, their eyes lit up. Because light shines from within outwards. So loving light is who you are, if you will. One could say the soul is loving light. Where does the heart come in? Where does the mind come in to higher consciousness? If you're already of higher consciousness coming forth to Mother Earth, then where does it go? And where does the heart and the mind fit in to this grand miracle? Think of your heart as in rhythm of the heart of Mother Earth, beating to the vibration of the oneness of Mother Earth. Think of your heartbeat, your heart space, your heart, your beautiful, loving heart that can be filled with joy or the feeling of great pain. Ones intuitively know that they are part of but separate. So ones will separate, if you will, the soul from the physical body, but still being all one, connected as one. Ones would agree that the heart speaks along with one's intuition, the gentle whisper of a heart. Ones will say, my heart is broken. My heart is broken. I feel such pain in my heart. I've had such loss, tragedy. My heart is truly broken, and I don't know if it will mend. And ones, even the same one, at a different time along their journey, can say, I am so filled with love and inspiration. My heart smiles. My heart is full of love. My heart is in love. All I feel is love. My heart feels love. So it feels like the heart, part of the physical apparatus, if you will, but separate, sort of like the soul. And we ask about the mind. We ask about the mind. Mind. Think of mind as imagination. Think of mind as expansion to beyond. And think of imagination. Mind, being mindful, being knowing. Have the intellect mind, and we also almost want to say the emotional mind. Where do emotions come from? Where are they felt? They're felt deep within. But so many times, through the mind, through thought, emotions will surface. So you're going along your day and you have a thought that brings you to a place of sadness. And then from within, you feel sad. And your heart perhaps feels sad. Or you're going about your day and in your mind, You think about something that is making you so joyous and happy. Something that happened previously or something you are anticipating. And you feel it deep within. And you feel it in your heart. So what are we getting at? Where are we going? We want ones to understand that each being is in the oneness of creation, part and piece of the whole, of divine creations, but all unique in itself, sort of like the snowflake. And each one being upon Mother Earth, from the wildlife to the beautiful nature, all part and piece of the whole, bringing grand creations and creating magnificent portraits. So, we started this conversation. Where were you before physical form? Now we'll take it one step further. Would you, we want to say think, but it's not the right word. Where if your mind and your heart and your inner essence or your soul feel sort of connected, part of the physical body, but also on their own, as being on their own, separate, but not separate. Would you consider that your heart and your mind come in with your soul? Sort of three parts. Your heart beats with Mother Earth. Your mind is connected to the vastness of the universe, but so is your heart. And your mind is also connected to Mother Earth, and so is your soul, and so is your inner essence. Whatever wording one chooses. So what if one's understood that this loving light that is naturally who one's authentic self is, the loving light is held within the mind, the heart, and the soul. So what we are wanting to share is, in your creations, you're creating from your mind, your heart, and your inner essence, your soul. Just ponder it. In your creations of what you desire, what you want your life to unfold, how you want to live, who do you want to be, how do you want to feel. So ones go deep within to bring forth the best of who they are. So they're tapping into their inner essence, tapping into their desires. And at the same time, ones will connect with their heart to seek their desires. Ones will say, oh, I would love to do that. That feels like it comes from the heart. Now the mind, being the imagination, if you will, has the capacity, if you will, to display, to show what the portrait, what the picture is when ones bring forth what they want to experience. So when ones create from the space of the three parts of the whole, Create from one's inner essence, bringing forth the loving light, bringing forth the kindness, compassion. Bringing forth from the heart space one's desires. What makes one's heart feel full, feel expanded, feel the sense of love in such a grand way. Oh, the pitter-patter. When one say, oh, it was love at first sight, my heart, I could feel it in my heart. Your heart speaks love. And then your mind can visualize, if you will, envision what it is you're bringing forth. And so when you combine the imagery, the thought, the feeling, and the inner essence of who you are, you do create miracles. You create miracles. Now, ones will say, I have walked this earth many years. I've yet to see a miracle. I've never created miracles, and I've never, ever witnessed a miracle. And we want to say, look at your physical being. You are a miracle. Feel your inner essence. Tune in to your heart that gently whispers, and bring forth your imagination. How can your imagination and the feeling of love not be a miracle? Think about it. Just ponder. So we are wanting ones to create from a space of knowing their grandness, knowing of the light and the love they came forth with, knowing it is held within to bring forth, knowing of the connection of mind, heart, inner essence, soul, whatever the wording is for oneself. And then creating from that space. So if you are imagining, you're using your imagination, your mind, to see a picture before you that truly resonates with your heart, then you are going to have the feeling of the joy, the feeling brought forth. And it is in the feeling that enhances the portrait. Just ponder it. Your inner essence will guide you to the seed that is already planted on what you are able to create, what you desire to create for your inner essence and your soul. We have already shared that has come forth into physical form. So your greatness, if you will, your dreams, your desires are already within, coming into physical form. So create. We want to say create, create, create. Create your travels, create your journey. Ones will say, I don't have time to create, I'm just getting by. Just getting my head above water. What are you talking about? Do you know the town I live in? Do you have any idea the family I was raised in? Create. Are you aware of my personal life that is always feels like it is falling apart and you want me to create? My heart is empty. How can I create from there? My mind is always filled with unwanted, unpleasant thoughts. Can't turn it off, can't shut it off, can't even sleep at night. Do you want me to create from there? And we want to say yes. Create from your mind, your heart, and your inner essence, your soul. And if ones could just find some stillness in the busyness, in the hectic world, in the feeling of loss and perhaps disappointment and sorrow, if ones could take a moment and truly just allow space, a few deep breaths to just soften the feelings of, we want to say neglect. Neglecting to understand of your brilliance. Neglecting bringing it forth. So we want you to nourish your heart. We want you to nourish your inner essence. And we certainly want you to nourish your mind with all things desired and good. For when you are feeding your mind information that makes you feel less than, feel upset, feel anger, feel resentful, it is near impossible to create something of desire. What would be created, cultivated, nourished, if you will, is just more anger and more resentfulness. So, this day, ponder. Ponder bringing the three together in one, understanding that you are creating by bringing the three together. And when you sit and you inhale a deep breath of Mother Earth, you are bringing forth all the goodness of Mother Earth. It is one piece of the whole. And that is why when ones are meditating, they focus on their breathing, they focus on their breath to sort of clear the mind. Ones will say it's to cleanse the soul. It is nourishment. Think of nourishment. Stop with the unkind words towards oneself or to another. Stop with the harsh judgment towards oneself to another. Stop beating upon oneself for decisions that one feels were not good decisions. Just stop. And in the moment of stillness, bring your mind, your heart, your inner essence, and your physical form, your breathing, into one and create. And create. Ones will say, but I don't know what to create. And even if I create it, it's not going to come true. Try it. Try it. Understanding that you are a creation of divine creations. Understanding that you are the creator of your creations. And ones will say, I didn't create this. My life's a mess. I'm not living my dreams. I didn't create this. Stop. Stop where you are. Sit for one moment and allow the space of oneness. Bring to mind your mind in a quiet way. Bring your mind to your heart in a quiet way. Bring your mind to your inner essence in a quiet way. And we are saying bring your mind because you have to be mindful. You have to be aware enough to stop your thoughts, to clear a space for your heart to speak. You have to be mindful to clear your thoughts for your inner essence to speak. So you're being mindful of the deep breaths that you are inhaling. And in this mindfulness, and in the gentle quietness, and in the glorious stillness, understand that you are held in the palms of creation, part of the universe, extending your beautiful light outwards, your light that you are, the light you are before physical form, the light you hold. We mean it in the purest sense of the word, not a buzzword. We mean it in the purest sense of who you are. And in this feeling of oneness, create your portrait. Who do you wish to be? Bring forth compassion on a very, very high level. Bring forth kindness on a very, very high level. Bring forth love on the very high level. Compassion, kindness, love for oneself, for Mother Earth, for others. And all that inhabit Mother Earth, if you will. Bring forth compassion to all and watch the miracles. Find a place of pure gratitude for the miracle that you are. The place of pure gratitude for your mind, your heart, your inner essence, your physical being, all coming together in the magnificence of creation. How can one feel less than when one understands, of their own magnificence? Bring forth your magnificence. Bring forth your desires. Bring forth who you truly wish to be and what you wish to experience. Bring forth compassion and kindness and love, and watch what unfolds. Watch what is presented to you. Oh, really, really good. Be mindful to be mindful. Feel your heart. Feel your inner essence. Feel your magnificence and know you are part and piece of the whole with grand purpose. Grand purpose. Really, really good. There is great love for you.